Welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS hitter picks for Monday, August 28th, 2017. I don't know why I'm scrunched down here half the time. I can sit up straight or I could just do that. Anyway, this is the unprepared edition because in case you haven't noticed, I did not put out an MLB article last night. Just way too busy. That will change. I will continue to put out the MLB articles and what we usually do here moving forward, but time just got the best of me. Really have not had a ton of time to do some in-depth research, but I feel like I could probably give you some heads up as to where you want to go tonight. There's three situations in particular that I am looking at. Let's get started off with... Let's see how we want to do this. Let's go with Carlos Gonzalez against Jordan Zimmermann. Cargo has been an epic disappointment this year. I mean, batting average, 8 home runs, and to be quite honest with you, I really thought that when he had that quiet first half, we were going to see the Cargo that we saw 2 years ago, where he came out in the second half of the season, and literally you could have played him in your lineup just about every night and had a profitable outing. He has 40 RBIs. 40! I mean, this, by all appearances, looks like it could be the end of the road for this guy. I mean... But nonetheless, there's still time left in the season, and we know that Jordan Zimmermann is an awful pitcher. This game is being held in Coors Field, so there's upside there. I think that what the allure that draws me to Cargo more than anything else tonight is just the fact that we've heard this again and again and again for like months, that, well, Cargo's been struggling, but he's in a great matchup tonight, so make sure to get him in your lineup. And I've probably said it. I mean, I can't think about a specific scenario where Cargo was listed in here, but I'm sure it's happened. Baseball's been going on for 840 days this year. Certainly I may have mentioned him at some point. But I think at some point there's a diminishing return on what players are willing to do with Gonzalez. So when the early season struggles were going on and he got into a good matchup, I think you're much more likely to play him because you're thinking this guy has shown in the past that he's a top-tier hitter. The price, well, even back then the price was never nice because he played for Colorado and Coors. Now it's gotten to the point where this guy's basically being given away for free to some extent. I don't think people are really willing to congest one of their spots with a guy who continues to not produce. I think that's a good buy low opportunity. You know, things have been really bad. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. So if other people are fearful, I'm going to be greedy with Gonzalez tonight. I'm going to use him on my lineups, and I'm going to hope he hits a home run. And if he does, I'm going to end up looking pretty good at the end of the day. Moving on from there, let's go with one of my favorites, Robinson Cano, going up against Chris Tillman. The stats on Tillman are just bad, so bad that they won't be read, and also I don't have them in front of me. But he's one of those names that just pop out and lets you know, hey, this guy's not good. Cano is pricey-ish. I mean, there's not... He's going to be worth the cost of admission because Chris Tillman is likely going to get beat up pretty heavy. That's going to bring in early relief. Those guys really aren't too good. They are trying to be innings eaters, but it's not going to work out too well. I think Cano, Kyle Seager, guys like that, maybe even Nelson Cruz, these are the guys I think you're really looking at with Baltimore in this Baltimore game that can possibly take advantage of Chris Tillman. I know we like to play Cruz more against lefties, but a poor righty is always in play. I actually really like the idea of stacking the Mariners tonight. It is the first game, so you're going to kind of have nothing to look forward to later in the night unless you play Mike Trout, who's going to make our video as my final favorite play, going up against Daniel Gossett, who's had some solid performances, but this is Mike Trout we're talking about. He's at home. He's hitting against a poor right-handed pitcher. These are the scenarios where I love to use Mike Trout. His price puts him in a position where he's not usually a horribly popular player. It might be even more reduced tonight because of the fact that there's so much quality pitching that players aren't going to be looking towards spending up on hitting so much and trying to figure out how to fit Scherzer and Kluber, or Kluber and Severino, or Samardzija, whatever combination you're trying to work out. It leaves a guy like Mike Trout at the top in a not great hitting park when there's a game in Coors. I just think that this is one of those situations that's really a very good potential buy low situation on Mike Trout, not price-wise, but ownership-wise. Trout's one of those guys who's a game changer. If he's on, nobody's going to put up a score similar to his. Just got to get him in your lineup tonight. That'll wrap it up. Carlos Gonzalez, Robinson Cano, Mike Trout. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel below. Check us out at researchfantasy.com. Follow us on Twitter at researchandwin, and join us again tomorrow.